Today, we're in St. Andrews, Scotland, known globally as the home of golf. But this beautiful town is also home to the University of St. Andrews, founded in 1413. The university is undertaking an aggressive climate strategy with a biomass plant as the centerpiece.
My name is Jeff Morris. I'm Director of Eden Campus here in the village of Guardbridge, 4 miles from St. Andrews. Campus was bought by the university in 2010. There was a paper mill here before that, and sadly it closed in 2008. We saw the opportunity to help to regenerate the local community, but also to find a home for our energy centre where we are today. The system is 27 kilometres, runs from here up to St. Andrews. It runs around a loop of 47 buildings and heats 3,000 student rooms, and then comes back to here. So it's a looped system of 27 kilometres. There's about 1 million litres of water in the whole system, and it's been operating successfully now for 5 years, I'm pleased to say.
Scotland is quite cold at times, some would say, and we need heat. And we currently have, like much of this country, a dependence on natural gas. So we needed a biomass plant. We looked at a range of options. We tended to come back to wood type products. What we were trying to find was something that we could source locally. When I say locally, we've used the term within 50 miles. We really mean Scotland. We went for the option of bringing in roundwood and chipping on site to minimise vehicle journeys. The physical waste, the hard waste, actually gets gathered up and given to a local farmer to spread on his field. And we have aspirations to capture the CO2 which is going out, and we're developing a further centre to carbon capture and reuse that CO2 for other fuels. We found it tremendous, it's very reliable, it's been running since 2017 now.
The important thing is that we respect the woods and the sources of the timber by maximising the efficiency of the system that we're operating. And so we use thermal stores to the best advantage to moderate supply and demand, for example. When you convey that to people that ask about the feedstock, I think they get it, that we do respect where it's coming from.
We didn't have a huge amount of opposition. There were some concerns about emissions and quality of emissions, which we managed to deal with by 1, reassurance, and 2, ongoing monitoring, so we can demonstrate that there aren't impacts on the local community. And generally it's been very well received.
We operate a policy of no surprises within the local community, so if we're ever doing anything, we tell them first, we engage with them, we ask for their input. And so this was the first project here, and they've been involved every step of the way. We like to think that we're good neighbours, and I think it's really important that in a community the size of St. Andrews, which is relatively small, that we should be taking the lead. We've got the academic know-how, we've got the means to raise the funding, and we should be able to share that largesse, if you like, with the whole community. I'd love to see St. Andrews, the town, as carbon neutral for energy in the next decade.
We have 3 sustainability goals. 1 is to be carbon net zero by 2035. We also want to be climate adaptive. We know things are going to change. We know that's going to have an impact on our buildings, on our estate, in the way that people can work, in the way that they can get to work. So we need to be ready for that and prepare for that. And we also want to be sustainability positive. We don't just want to deal with carbon. We recognise that as we operate, we take from the environment, and through our strategic plan we are hoping to put back at least what we take out of the environment.
The installation of this plant reduced our carbon footprint by 20%. I think what this did was point the university in the right direction and showed the art of the possible.
The University of St. Andrews has shown real climate leadership by adoption of a biomass heating system. Many universities around the world can take a similar approach to decarbonizing what is typically their largest source of emissions.